Afternoon. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Time Piece Garden. Tonight was chilly this morning. We had a cold front roll through. I had a long sleeve shirt on, I ain't gonna lie. So I did not come out first thing in the morning. I don't know, it was just too cold for me. So, what are we gonna do today? And I think I talked about in a video before, crappy sales, blah, blah, blah. Decided I'm not going to do that for a little while. I think the next one that I've signed up to pay for is like in October, which is fine, and it's an indoor sale. So the bricks that I was using to keep the canopy down in the wind, I'm actually going to finish installing them here. That's where we're going to start. Does that make sense? Is get the bricks in here, go ahead and get the soil in here, get the walkway tacked down like it's supposed to be. That makes sense, and just kind of work in this garden for a little while. Well, it's sunny now, but it's still really cool. We're not gonna get hot today. So that's where I'm gonna start. And then we'll work in the other garden. You know, I mean, it's just, we'll work until it's too hot or I'm too hot or I'm tired or whatever. So, with that said, turn off the electric. And open this gate up. I'm gonna go get my gorilla cart so I can go back and bring all the bricks at once instead of making like 5 trips, or it's actually only 3 trips, but doesn't matter. I'm not making a bunch of trips. Come back here, get the gorilla cart. You know, all the stuff I need, like the hammer, etc., is in here from where I was doing other stuff, and just, you know, get to work. So anyway, Panda's chasing squirrels. You know, she's keeping me safe from squirrels that want to take over the world. And you can hear her. I'm gonna go to work. So talk to y'all in a few. Alright, the corners are done, and I'm out of bricks, and I knew I would be. But you can see where I finished this row, and 1 brick up. So again, the corner's done. And then went ahead and measured out, and where the little post is there, you can see it right there, that's where the end of the last brick will be, and that up row will start. Again, the whole purpose in all of this is you can see where this whole bed moves over a foot. It means I get to move the fence down a foot and put a walking space on the back side of the strawberries and blueberries where I'm not, right now it's like 4 inches. I bump the fence continuously. It's not an issue because the fence is off, but I don't want it to catch on tools. And all of a sudden I've ripped a fence that I paid a lot of money for. All right, so this corner's done. Whew. Come back in the shade. This corner's done. Yeah, whew, shade's good. Same thing, you can see my little post with string there. That marks the outer corner, the same way this outer corner is right here, where the bricks are. So, what does that mean to me? Means the watermelon that I stuck there, I need to move inside. It was a little 4-pack of watermelons. 2 of them had died. They were selling it for 99 cents. I bought it. I got a watermelon there and a watermelon there. But I need to go ahead and move him over here. I need him to be on this side of the string. Now the string is a little off because it runs through my asparagus patch, and I know that I will move part of the asparagus and it will either survive or it will die. Having said that, being that today is a water day, we're moving them today. I'm gonna go refill my 1-gallon jug for me and then bring everything I've got that's got water so I can, you know, move a watermelon, soak it well, move the kale that's right there. Am I looking at it? Yeah, there it is, that kale. That's last year's kale. I have no idea why it's still here, but go ahead and move that down so it's this side of the string, and start moving all the good soil. Move that down as well. And then I'm going to stick some cardboard up there just to suppress the weeds, because I'm not ready to brick it, and I don't need to have to start mowing and trimming in here because I've moved stuff. I'm also going to, you know, start filling this stuff here with soil. So that's where we're going. Moving, shaking, doing all kinds of stuff. And then the fun stuff, my mouse melon that came back from last year, and got a screen up so you could climb it. I'm in here working today. It's another mouse melon right there in the crack. Came back from last year. which is awesomeness. All right, let me get busy because I got to go ahead and tack the fabric down because there's no more bricks out here holding it down. So I got to tack it down too. And I will probably tack it down and then start working on moving soil and stuff. So let me get busy and I'll talk to you later. All right, so supervisor is here to inspect because this row of plastic, this aisleway woven fabric is in place. She's telling me I did a good job. You know, supervisor approved is always a good thing. So what's next? Next is moving dirt. Again, anything to the right of my twine needs to move to the left of the twine. Now some of it I'll be using to fill in, you know, back along the in between the logs and the, my brain hurts, in between the logs and the bricks. There we go. Words are an awesome thing. So like you can kind of tell where, yes, I can move this. Does that make sense? And then I will stop up at the asparagus. I won't move it in. And then I'll jump down and let's just walk down neat. Kind of jump down here. I'm in these nicotinas here that are on the wrong side of the twine. Oops, yeah, you can see the twine with my shadow. Does that make sense? Those I'm just going to pull out. The ones that are inside of the twine, I'm going to end up moving those over to Garden 3 because they're a really good pollinator attractor. They have not bloomed yet, which is awesome because that means I have to deal with seeds here next year. And then, like I said, I need to move the kale and the watermelon, you know, into the twine. That way everything just moves down. The soil that's here goes on the back side of the logs because I can plant on the side. Yeah. And then I'm probably just going to lay some cardboard here to do some more weed suppression because I'm not ready to move the fence down. Does that make sense? It's just one of many steps before I get to that point. And it won't happen today. So, but I do want to start suppressing some of this stuff. It's getting out of hand and it will go to seed and it will seed into the garden bed and I don't want that. So that's the thought process. That's what's next. So again, walkway supervisor approved. Let me go to the next task. Panda has a frog cornered. It's under the black plastic that's under the logs to keep the grass from growing in the bricks over there. She's like, Mom, it's here, move a log. All right, what I've done. All right, so you can see where I've moved the logs in here, and then it kind of skirts out for where the asparagus is. And then all the logs over here have been moved. And the good soil that was in here, makes sense, the majority of it has been moved to the back side of the logs there. Does that make sense? Now some of it filled in up here, but most of it just moved to the back side. So what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna go get some cardboard. At the if you look at this, this is that old gray fabric I got first year I was here. It's crap. Don't buy it. You can see all the stuff that's growing here is growing through it, which is why I went with the black woven fabric, because nothing's growing through it. But I'm not ready, how do I say this? I'm not ready to move the fence. So, and I won't lay the fabric here until I move the asparagus. And that won't happen until fall. That makes sense? I need them to go to sleep in this place and then wake up in their new home, and hopefully they will wake up. So, having said that, I've got to I got to do something to keep the grass from regrowing here, especially in, you know, whatever's left of the good soil that's along that row there. How do you do that? Lay some cardboard down. Lay some cardboard down, put a couple logs on it. That way it stays down, it prevents the plants from getting sunlight, and it'll kill the grass and the weeds, which will work until this fall. So, let me go get some cardboard. I got plenty in the house. And then I'm just going to start watering, you know, call it a day work-wise. Whew. And do some watering. And there'll be some video at some point in time in the future where I'm talking about, I'm going to move the fence today. You know, and you can tell by the amount that's moved in there, that's the new walkway. And all of this space up here is the walkway that goes on the back side of the strawberries. So, it's all good. All right, having said that, have an awesome day. And Miss Panda and I'll talk to you later.